So a couple of things here. What we want to do here up here in your heading, you want to either put my full name, Mike, or you can put in Mr. or you could say Professor, Instructor, but you got to put in the salutation before that. Now when it says concept research paper, you have to put the name of the class. So in this case, you can just say CI 1101, or you can write out the name of the class. Okay. Now, after you put in a date, you put an extra return. We don't put in extra dates. Okay. And you went in and used tabs as centers. So we don't do tabs as centers. So I'm going to delete that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the align center button right up here. So that's what this align center is. So that'll make sure it's centered perfectly. So don't use tabs as center, use the center line. Now with that said, we don't want to bold this. We don't format and add bold or color to our headings or underline it. So we're going to take that away. Okay. Um, just modifications of that. And as we get down here, I think you're doing a good job of you get the indent here. Down here at the very bottom where it says if we did, we would be called into managers. If you right click on there, it'll tell you that you need a comma. So you are missing a comma there. So grammar wise, let's watch out for that. On you did the page break correctly. However, the citations, first, it's not formatted correctly. And you don't want to have used blue, and it's Calibri 11, so you have to modify the font size and everything. They talk about that in chapter 14 because when you insert it in, it inserts it as a different style, and so you have to update the style to make sure it's the consistent. So the first thing you've done is you did insert what we call as a cited page. What they want you to really do, okay, let me just go ahead and delete. So what they want you to do is you want to type out works cited, okay, and make sure it's times in Roman. I'm going to center it. Then I'm going to press my enter key. I'm going to take it back to left align. Now when you go up to references and you're going to go in and let me just make sure you get your sources here. When you did bibliography, you don't want to do works cited. That formats it differently. You want to insert bibliography. So you want to click on this button here. And then what you have to do is you have to go back in, select this, and make sure it's Times New Roman, 12 points, double space for that purpose. So now I did notice that your book down here is not set up correctly. So I'm going to post a link to a video that shows you how to do that.